I'm back at the Paint 3D for this app, and before we're gonna begin of this video, back to Comic Studio, we're gonna be talking about for the shocking message about the November 4th of 2024. The Paint 3D won't be available in Microsoft Store, as we'll be seeing this for some sort of future updates about itself. Because as you can see, it was depreciated and being removed like there's somewhere in the future, nearly the end of 2024, like these things as well, at the beginning of the months or days, or after 4 days of November, which is actually going to do this like itself and being permanently removed as well. And cannot believe it that isn't going to be for offline to do this as well, as pre-installed for some Windows device, or pre-installed on Windows 11s, and probably for some sort of include like there, even for to do this as well, that will be including to do this as well, even for this existing around here for to do this as well. And I cannot believe it that doesn't going to be for a reinstall for this thing as well, because as you can see here, existing installations from the Paint 3D will continue to work for many much more until the near future as well. So before we're gonna be headed back into this thing as well, make sure that the video is gonna be in description below. If I just say for depreciated, unlike deprecated as well, it says depreciated as well. And now let's get back to Comic Studio, that where before that we started as well. So I'm probably sure that we're gonna be doing this as well, and this is where that I just completely edit this out for many more reasons, that I just copy and paste of images to edit itself for at once as well. So welcome back to Comic Studio, and where today that isn't going to be for such as finding as well, that the first thing it is that we're going to be scrolling down and will not be able to be seen for this way, because I just recording about of this video on nighttime as well. Let's just scroll down a little bit, and we're going to be headed to see what it was to do, and we're not going to do for anime stuff as well, due to itself for kind of for adult image as well. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid has just released, as we're going to be coming soon, that we're going to be doing for the next video after probably to do this as well, instead like anything as well. So today's video we're going to be reviewing about the Keystone Prism Comic Studio, and let's just jump in for right now. And as you can see, this for some multiple of characters like those things, and probably to do this because the banner was probably like against pretty good as well, and similar like anything about it as well. So starting with for some sort of characters as well, and starting with Gale and Opal, Sarah and Ruby, Anna and Moonstone, Derek and Alexandrite, including for such as Sharir and Shapire as well, and finally Indiquality. What is absolutely like those pretty good heroes, and starting with the category called the Prism Guardians. Antagonists as villains like a Geode Meteor, Starmit, Basalt, Tiger's Eye, Obsidian, and Bloodstone Mistress, including for such as for the Prismia, or like as Prisma Earth Civilians, and such as Prisma Residents. Even includes like those things, and similar like Blue Slushy Cookie, or White Lily or Blue Lily Cookie as well for some sort of daughter, Crowberry Cookie, Lemon Cookie, Moritza Ray Cookie, Sugar Glass Cookie, Ananas Dragon Cookie, Cream Puff Cookie, Sorbet Shark, Chili Pepper Cookie, and Pepperino Cookie, including for such as, was this Matcha Cookie for itself? I wonder that we're gonna be revealed for something like, I guess it was absolutely Dark Enchantress Cookie, and finally Swan Sugar Cookie. So even before that isn't going to be just like this, as we're going to be continuing around of this video before I just try to do this. Let's going to be doing something even quick. And the next category is going to be for some items. And should be able to be appearing for multiple items. We got 3 items such as jewels and stars, no sprites as antagonists, and Prism Earth civilians. And the effects isn't that like these anything is as well, so that doesn't have any effects, and which is includes for some sort of backgrounds such as nebulas as well, except that must be for some backdrops as well, instead of like these things as well. Prisma was actually for the place of home of Sugar Swan Cookie's place, like on top of the sky, even though in the planet Earth, which includes for some bedrooms itself, or even at once. So let's start the characters, even that it's gonna be going around it is. So even we're starting around Blue Slushy over here. Even that includes for around Cookie Run characters were pretty a lot. And it's gonna be to do like I just tried to say. We just turn on the spoilers and added more backgrounds itself. So let's go to start around with backgrounds and starting with for some sort of paints or the skies as well. The planet Earth looks I'm probably not, and I'm could be able to be finding as well, and return itself for some sort of green plastic as well. So how about for some sort of magical characters like their Cookie Run characters? So instead of characters like themselves, we're gonna be choosing like something electric is going on. And not about this, unlike Cookie Run characters, but we're gonna be trying to do something else as we're gonna be finding here as well. But not even possible that we're just going to took around for many hours. We're not using Miro comics and like anything else, such as Minecraft, and not anything it was to do with this. So not the randomness thing is as well. Even if we're gonna be continue to find our way selves, not the Dandy's World comic studio as well, and not the Magical Girl like itself. And what about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid? It's gonna be going for the #1 itself, but I don't really think that this is not going to be for finding itself. So we're starting around for South Park Comic Studio, as we're about to add anything like it else for such as Caminos, or not even to do this as well. But I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be spawn a little boy for itself for one thing as well. So even for that was that I just gonna be spawn, I'm not gonna be wearing that. I'm just gonna be trying to lost my mind. Even what I try to do, what is, I feel I'm not gonna be going for nothing about here as soon as possible. Even added more characters as the big ones as well. So sure thing that we're gonna be spawn like anything as well, or added everything as we probably gonna be guess. I'll be right back in a few minutes time, until before we're gonna be end of this video for a little bit for far I guess. Turns out isn't like the pre-anime for something like anything that goes down, of course. Even that you know it is, that is actually pretty extremely magical as well. So we added characters from PB Comic Studio, like even though it goes like this. Turns out we turn everything into something kind of ridiculous going on out here, and turn its stuff into a pre-anime world. Of course, that wasn't going to be for right behind them as some kind of Japanese student. What is not going to be going for around over here. So probably that could be the end of this video as well. Or should we added Knuckles or Dr. Eggman as well, or Robotnik as well? as for some sort of an Eggman as well. So I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be end of this video for now. So we just completely added for the Puyo characters around here, and it's probably from Sega or Nintendo or something as well. And we're not pretty sure. That could be the end of this video, of course. But whatever that we just try to do, even though, as very much as well. So even that is actually going to be for one thing as well. So we couldn't able to be added for much characters to do this as well. Even this is not going to be actually fitted like anywhere as well. So I'm not pretty mean to do this as well, that those girls are being attacking him as well. I'm probably not sure. This is not gonna be real like anyways. So if that is probably the case to the end of this video, of course, which is added for some sort of characters like good guys or whatever it is, some sort of sidekicks as well, like anybody as well. So I'm probably should be the end of this video. The link is going to be in description below for such as, let me see, the title as for the Prism as well, unlike this thing as well. So it says Keystone Prism, and which is I did here that I just already reviewed about of this thing as well. Until the next video that I gotta be see you mini lads all later. And don't forget the main website is gonna be in description below, and especially teenagers could come and visit this comic creator. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and I'm gonna be see you in another video, and I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later. But especially I wasn't able to be keeping on ad on those as well in the future. And that should be for my guess.